everyone, my name is Ryan Banks, and at the end of this video, you will know exactly how to read and understand your own pay stub. So this means I'm going to be going over exactly what gross income is and all those deductions that you see your employer getting taken off of each of your pays. Now before I start the video, I just hope that this shirt brings you a little bit of warmth in these cold winter days. So make sure you bundle up for this great video. On your screen now, you can see an example of a pay stub that I created for you for this video. So I will be going over from top to bottom, going section by section so that you can understand exactly what's on your pay stub. The first section I will be going over with you today is the general information section. So you can see it's highlighted on your screen, and this information includes your name, your employee number, if you're unionized, and if you are, which union you're part of. It also includes the pay period date, this is one of the two things that always change paycheck to paycheck, and this is which 2 weeks did you work for this paycheck specifically. You also have your job position or your job title. You also see the pay date, which means which day that you get paid. And also you might see if you're on a pay grid system, where you are on that pay grid. The next section is the most exciting section because it shows how much money that you make. So this is what we call gross income. And gross income is the amount of hours that you work times the amount of money that you make per hour. So this is really nice because if you work a 40-hour week and you get paid $25 an hour, you see $1,000 that you make. And if you have any overtime or double time, that's also going to be in that section. So it kind of totalizes that amount. What you're going to see also is you have a current period amount and you have a cumulative amount. So this means the current amount is for that pay period specifically. And the cumulative amount is any money that you've made from January 1st to December 31st. So this kind of totalizes you exactly where you are at in any given time for any pay period. The first couple of deductions I'll be covering with you today are the most common ones. The first one is Canadian Pension Plan, or CPP for short. And the second one is Employment Insurance, or EI for short. So both of the deductions are based off of a percentage of your gross income. So for CPP, it's 5.95% for 2023. And for EI, it's 1.63% in 2023. Remember though, these amounts are capped at a certain amount. So that's why that cumulative column is really useful because you will know exactly where you're at in the year. So if you do see a cumulative amount and you see zero deduction for the current pay, that means you reach that max, which means you get to bring home more money that pay period. Now for income taxes. This amount is determined based off of which tax bracket you're in. So if you're in a higher tax bracket, that means more income taxes are going to be deducted. And if you make a lower amount, then obviously the deduction percentage is going to be lower. So usually your employer should know exactly which percentage to take off based off of your annual salary amount. Now you might be wondering, how do I know that my employer is taking off the right amount of income taxes? Well, the one thing is the finance department or the payroll department are very knowledgeable people, and in most cases the right amount is being deducted. But if you do want to dig deeper and calculate it yourself, you should definitely go watch this video right here. This video, I cover exactly the understanding of the tax bracket system in Canada, so you can have a better understanding on how that all works. Now for the last little bit of deductions left, these are usually case by case depending on which job position and if you're unionized or not. So if you are unionized, you will definitely see that union line, and that amount honestly depends union to union and how much they charge their employees. Next, we have benefits. This depends if you opted into benefits for your company. And if you did, then usually you see a line to deduct. And this amount varies on the type of plan that you chose. Usually, if you have an individual plan, it's a lot cheaper than if you have a family plan. So if you want more information on how much you pay and you don't know exactly what your benefits include, definitely go talk to your HR department or go visit the website of your provider for benefits. Now let's talk about retirement. If your company has a matching program where if you put a certain percentage, they're going to match that percentage. So this amount is definitely an amount that varies also, but this is something that you should definitely do, especially if it's a matching program, because this means that you automatically get your money back or 100% of your investment if your employer matches exactly what you contribute. So this is something also to talk to your boss about, depending on how that program works. Now it comes down to how much money do you get paid at the end of the 2 weeks. So this amount is the gross wages or the gross income minus all the deductions that are calculated for that pay. So that's what gives the amount that you make or get received in the bank each of your pays. Now, last thing that you might see on your pay stub is the amount of vacation that you have left for this upcoming year. So sometimes it gives you a summary of your vacation, if you bank overtime, you might see that. If you have any vacation days, if you have floaters or different types of days that you can take off based off of your contract with your employer. So that's it for today's video, and remember, if you don't know exactly what's on your pay stub, you should definitely go ask someone in your company. There's nothing wrong with asking those questions because it is, at the end of the day, your money, and you want to make sure that you understand exactly what gets taken out and what benefits comes with some of those deductions. So if you have any questions about this video, make sure that you write a comment or email me at ryanbankscpa@gmail.com. So if you also want to know more about how the tax bracket system works, you should definitely click this video right here. So thank you very much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great day.